Hey guys, this is Gamefire 10 back doing another unboxing. Today it is of a CD. Normally I like to buy my stuff, through digital download on like iTunes and whatnot. But AC/DC is by far my favorite band of all time, like hands down on the ground. And they don't sell their music on iTunes, which sucks. But oh well, they have their reasons for it, and I'm not gonna bash them because their reasons are actually pretty legit, and I agree with them in a few terms on all that. But anyway, this is a really good CD. I bought it off Amazon for like $3 or $4, I think it was, and it's the 2 CD collector's edition, which I'm really happy to have because it comes with a lot of good songs that the regular edition did not have. So on the front, you got some pretty cool cover art. You got Malcolm Young and then Angus Young, and then you can see Phil Rudd back there on the drums. A little hard, but you can see him. Yeah. And anyway, it says AC/DC Live 2 Collector's Edition. This side has the Thunderbolt. This side, like where it's on the spine, it just has the slash that you would use if you were like typing in AC/DC on Google or whatever. And it's an Epic label. Now the songs that you get are Thunderstruck, Shoot to Thrill, Back in Black, Sin City, Who Made Who, Heat Seeker, Fire Your Guns, Jailbreak, The Jack, The Razor's Edge, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, and Money Talks for Disc 1. And for Disc 2, you got Hell's Bells, Are You Ready, That's the Way I Want to Rock and Roll, High Voltage, You Shook Me All Night Long, Whole Lotta Rosie, Let There Be Rock, Bonnie, Highway to Hell, TNT, and for those about to rock, We Salute You. So this is a very, very good lineup. I am extremely impressed with it, and this is definitely my favorite live CD of all time that I have ever heard personally. And they just have the best live versions of these songs, if you want my opinion. I love the live version of Thunderstruck, Shoot to Thrill, Back in Black, Heat Seeker, that's a good one. I like the Jack live, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, Hell's Bells. Although I thought it was a little weak, I must admit, Hell's Bells, but still, I like the live version of it. That's the Way I Want to Rock and Roll, love that one. You Shook Me All Night Long, Let There Be Rock, Highway to Hell, TNT, and For Those About to Rock. Now, what I like is that this is some stuff with like Brian singing some Bon Scott songs, which I really do like. I know a lot of people, there are some people who think that it's like almost disrespectful to Bon Scott, but no, I think it's very respectful. And Brian Johnson actually doesn't sing the song "It's a Long Way to the Top If You Want to Rock and Roll." He doesn't sing that out of respect for Bon Scott, so it's not like he doesn't have any. And again, AC/DC is just a band that kicks all the ass that they can, and it doesn't matter if like he's playing Bon Scott stuff. At least in my opinion, it doesn't. I love the version of Back in Black on here, and I say it's better, at least in my opinion, than like the studio recorded version. At least I'd probably say so. But yeah, it's very awesome. Love the live version of Back in Black and Highway to Hell, and just all this stuff. It's just really just some great music, and Brian Johnson did a great job, I think, especially in his own versions of Bon Scott stuff. This is a great amount of crowd noise, and the guitar riffs are really good. There was a really nice one in Back in Black. It's very brief, but I really do enjoy Angus's guitar work on that. Very, very good. So anyway, and of course on the back here you have a picture of Angus' famous devil horns thing, which I fucking love that. And the inside you got giant blow up Rosie doll. Very funny. It was quite a surprise when I opened this up, actually. And you got Brian and Angus and Phil back there, and then Malcolm over there. And you got a picture of Brian there, and you got a cannon, of course, storing For Those About to Rock. You get a little pamphlet in here, which I think is pretty nice. Get some cool stuff about the band, some good pictures. A nice read. I enjoyed reading it. What I really like is this quote, or this saying here. It says, "They've been accused of Satanism, causing drunken violence and full-scale riots, of being low-level degenerates, and of making the world's loudest noise for the world's lowest common denominator of slobs and clothiers." I guess that's me. But I love their music. Like, very much. I really don't care what they sing about. Sure, I know that all their songs are rather very unclean, dirty, so to speak, if you, like, listen to them carefully. This is a good picture of the whole band. I like this. This is a good one. And of course, you got a better resolution picture of Blow Up Rosie on the back here. Not safe for work, guys. Then, if you open this up, you get 2 CDs. You get disc 1 and disc 2. And of course, if you pop this up, you get a picture of the band playing. And you pop this up, you get just more of the stage over there in the Canon, it appears to be. So yeah. Anyway, I've listened to just about every song on this CD, I think. I played numerous times on my iPod, and I haven't stopped listening to it practically since I've gotten it. I don't even know if I have listened to anything else on my iPod ever since I got this CD, and put it on, of course, except for the studio version of Back in Black, which I used to wake me up in the morning, because there's just something about the live version that, I don't know, I like waking up to rock and roll, but the live version, I don't know, I didn't like waking up to it. I tried, but whatever. So, anyway, this is a very, very good CD. If you're going to get it and you're an AC/DC fan, definitely try for the 2-disc, the 2 CD collector's edition. The music just makes a huge difference, the extra songs and everything, and it's truly just great, and I highly recommend this CD. Sound is great, the added guitar riffs and lyrical changes, as there pretty much always are when it comes to live music. There are a few lyrical changes, and I liked just about every one of them, except in Back in Black. They didn't say Out of Sight at the end. Kind of missed that, but oh well. He also says, instead of I've been too long, I'm glad to be back, he says, it's been too long, I'm glad to be back. Personally, I like it's been too long better. But, just minor little difference. The only lyrical changes I didn't like were in Hell's Bells, where, he didn't really change up the lyrics, in the studio version he says, I'm gonna get you, Satan get you. In this version he just says, Satan get you, Satan get you. I don't know. I didn't like that so much, and I think that's part of the reason. It did seem a little lazy to me, the Hell's Bells version. Also the guitar. I'm not going to say the guitar was weak, but definitely I like Hell's Bells a lot better than the studio version, but it's still a pretty good live version, and I will listen to it. It's pretty good. So anyway, Brian Johnson does a great job with Bon Scott songs. I have yet to find a version of Touch Too Much by Brian Johnson, and I would love to hear that, as that was one of my favorites by Bon Scott by far, so I'd love to hear that by Brian Johnson, and I'm hoping I can find one, or hoping that he does one. I'm hearing that there's going to be an AC/DC tour next year, 2013, for their 40th anniversary, and if that's true, I'm wicked psyched. I'll do what I can to get to it, and yeah, anyway, I definitely give this whole CD a 10 out of 10, guys. As the full package, it's just a great thing, especially if you're a fan of AC/DC. You'll just love this live music, of course, provided that you like Brian Johnson. Some people, only in particular, do like Bon Scott, and I like them both. I think they both represented a different era of the band, and I think that they were different in their own ways. Like, Brian Johnson brought a lot more raw power and energy to the band, whereas Bon Scott, he definitely had more of that classic rock and roll feel. So Brian was a little more screamo, not entirely though, but I just thought they were both very different in their own rights, and for a good thing. It's definitely a good thing in my opinion. So anyway, 10 out of 10 on the full CD, guys, especially for 2 CD collector's edition. So yeah, anyway, peace out, guys.